will try to ask her how her name is. Hey, that was not right, your name. What is your name? The coach from Ukraine.
My voice anyway.
Svetlana Sketchko. Big applause.
On time.
Then they changed the coach.
Women's 50-meter rifle, free positions.
There's 1 minute left.
Event.
3 coaches at the line to help.
Start time of 3:30 p.m.
Ready.
That's a local Lima time, because that's where we are. This is the WSPS World Championship, Lima 2023. It's around about 3:23 p.m. local time at the moment. My name's Jamie. I'm your commentator for this final, as I have been for the other finals so far at this World Championship. And assuming nothing goes terribly wrong, I'll be your commentator for the rest of the finals as well. The other voice you heard and can hear in the background is Philip Bernard, who is our announcer here at the Las Palmas shooting range. He's already introduced the 8 finalists to the audience here in the finals hall. We'll talk about them in a moment. That voice there is Christian Bailey of France, who is our Chief Range Officer for this final. So there are the finalists. Anna Benson of Sweden with the highest qualifying score there. She's the world number 3 in this event.
It's a very, very long way.
Irina Shetnik on firing point A is the world number 1 in this event. So we have got bags of experience out there competing in this final. 8 athletes ready to do battle for the medals, for world champion status. Also at this world championship we have been distributing quota places for the Paralympic Games 2024 in Paris. 1 quota place from this event, and it has already been awarded out of final to Sayanla Chutima of Thailand. So congratulations to Sayanla Chutima securing a quota place for her NPC Thailand. So we've got about 3 minutes and 40 seconds before this event gets underway. Now we are broadcasting across various social media platforms. If this is your first time watching a WSPS event, the R8 Women's 50-meter Rifle Free Positions SH1 event, the SH1 tells us that the athletes generally have an impairment in their non-upper limbs, but they have the upper body strength to hold their rifle to simulate the free positions for this free positions final. So of course we get started with 3 series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. We'll then have a little bit of a break. Changeover and sighting time of 7 minutes as our athletes prepare for 3 series of 5 shots in the prone position. And then we have a 9-minute break. Break for us, not for the athletes. They've got to get ready. They've got to change over and have their sighting time as they prepare for 2 series of 5 shots in the standing position. Now, after that second series of 5 shots in the standing, our first eliminations will take place, and that was eliminations plural because 2 athletes will leave the competition. After 40 shots, the 2 series of 5 shots in the standing. So the athletes in 8th place and 7th place will be eliminated at that stage. We stay in the standing position after that, but we switch to single shots fired in a time of 50 seconds. And after each single shot, another elimination takes place. So after shot 44, the bronze medal will be decided, and after shot 45, the gold medal. As always, if at any point for an elimination we have a tie-break situation, then those athletes in that tie-break situation will fire additional tie-breaking single shots. So you've been seeing some of our finalists appearing on your screen.
with a qualification score of 1159
We've got
points,
8 in total. Ukraine are represented with Irina Shetnik, Slovakia, Veronika Vadovichkova, China with Zhang Yuping, Germany with Natasha Hiltrop, Republic of Korea with Lee Yun-ri, Sweden with Anna Benson, Poland with Emilia Babska, and China again with Zhong Yixin. A number of athletes competing in this final have already appeared in finals at this World Championship. In some cases already picked up medals. Zhong, I mentioned last there, from China, took R2 gold here the other day. Her first medal at a World Championship. And she'll be looking for her first international R8 medal now. Veronika Vadovichkova, of course, prolific in the sport, has appeared in 2 finals, the R2 final and the R10 team final, finishing 4th there. Took bronze in this event at the World Championships in Alain. Irina Shetnik took R2 silver here in Lima a few days ago, plus appeared in the R3 final. She knows this finals hall very well from years gone by, including the World Cup in 2021, where she took gold in this event. Emilia Babska of Poland is not just the world number 2, but the defending world champion in this event after gold at the Alain World Championships. Anna Benson, world number 3, took World Cup gold in this event at the Changwon World Cup this year, and is a world champion in the event from 2019 at the Sydney World Championships. Lee Yun-ri, another athlete we've seen here already in Lima, appeared in the R2 final, was part of the R10 winning silver medal team. Took R8 gold at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. In fact, sorry, it was 2008 she was the Paralympic champion in the R8 event in China. Rio 2016, bronze. Natasha Hiltrop has appeared in the R2 final and taken R3 silver here already in Lima. Tokyo 2020 silver medalist, Paralympic Games in this event. And finally, a mention of Zhang Yuping, world number 6, appeared in the R2 final, was part of the R10 winning gold medal team. London 2012, Paralympic gold in this event, and again in Tokyo, World Cup bronze this year in Changwon. So again, lots of experience, lots of medals and titles across these 8 athletes appearing. This is our first series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. Hiltrop's second shot was a 10.6. Zhong's third shot was a 10.6. Benson's second shot was a 10.7. We've also seen a 10.7 for Babska, and Benson followed that 10.7 with a 10.8 there. So scores continue to come in with about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Zhong's already completed her series, a total of 48.8. Most athletes just have 1 shot remaining, apart from Hiltrop with 2. Now Hiltrop also has 1 remaining. Anna Benson with a 10, the last score. A Shetnik with a 10.3 to sign out of Series 1 in the kneeling with a total of 49.3. Babska signed out with a 10.1. So the series is concluding now. Just Zhang to go. Vadovichkova signed out with a 10.1. And there's a 10.2 for Zhang, and all 8 athletes have completed their first series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. Let's take a look at the table. It is Emilia Babska, the defending world champion in this early stage, leading the final by a whole point over Benson in second. It's Hiltrop in 8th, but only 0.7 behind Lee in 7th, who's only 0.1 behind Zhong in 6th. And you can see some more slim differences between our athletes. The biggest is 1.2 between Vadovichkova and Benson. Vadovichkova in 3rd, Benson in second.
The next competition series,
it will open up more. The positions, the names attached to those positions will change. They will move around. It's a long final. We're just at the very beginning. But an early indication there. As we enter the second series of 5 shots in the kneeling. 10.7 from Babska, highest individual score so far in this series. .6 from Benson. Babska followed that 10.7 with a 10. Total of 72.9 so far. 10.3 for Shetnik. That was her second shot in this series. And we've had a 10.6 from Lee Yonri. A couple of 10.1s, one for Babska, one for Zhong. There's a 10.4 meanwhile for Zhang and a 10.5 for Vadovichkova. That's Vadovichkova's third shot of this series. Zhong has completed her series, once again finishing it first. On a total of 98.4 now. Still over a minute and a half to go. Lee has completed her series, signing out with a 5th shot of 10.6, total of 99.9. And what a way to close your series with a perfect 10.9. That's exactly what Amelia Babska's done, taking her total after 10 shots to 104.1. 2 athletes still to complete their series, Vadovichkova and Benson. Benson's signed out now with a 10.2 and a 10.3 for Vadovichkova.
And this was a second series.
So that was Series 2 in the kneeling position. We've got one more of those to come.
52.1. Big applause for that.
Here's the standings after 10 shots. Babska leading 0.8 ahead of Benson in second. Lee's in third. Bit of a gap between second and third, as you can see. Really close down there in 7th and 8th. 0.1 the difference between Hiltrop and Shetnik. And then 0.1 the difference between Shetnik and Zhong in 6th. And then just 0.2 between Zhong and Xiang in 5th and 6th. So delicately poised out there. As I'll probably be saying for quite a while still, there's a long way to go in this final. And this is our 3rd series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. Here we go. .2 from Zhong. We've had a 10.3 from Hiltrop. Another 10.2 this time from Shetnik. Zhang with a 10.1. Benson yet to fire a shot in this series. 10.7 from Hiltrop, shot 2. 10.8 from Zhang. Benson's off the mark with a 10.1. Babska, the leader, world number 2 in this event and defending world champion, with a 10.3. 3 shots to go for her in this series. .2 for Zhong. Benson now with 2 shots, the second one being a 10.5. Zhong once again the first to finish her series. Nice finish as well with a 10.6, taking her total up to 149.4. Babska with 1 shot to go. Same for Vadovichkova, who's just fired a 10.7. That was her 4th shot. Shetnik has completed her 3rd and final series in the kneeling position. 10.5 was her final score. Individual shot score. Grand total of 148.3 for the Ukrainian. Her 3rd final appearance at this World Championship in Lima. And just Benson now with 1 shot to go. And that will be it for the kneeling position then. .1, taking Benson's total to 155, and that is our 3rd and final series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. So after 15 shots, let's take a look at the table. So there it is, it's still Babska leading the way, Benson in 2nd, 0.6 behind. That difference between 2nd and 3rd has increased to 5. Meanwhile, in 8th place, it's Veronika Vadovichkova, 1.6 behind Irina Shetnik in 7th. So that was the table. It might come back up again. If it does, we'll talk more about it. If it does not, that's fine. I'll explain what's going to happen next, because we are in our changeover time as our athletes prepare for 3 series of 5 shots in the prone position, which will be fired in a time of 150 seconds per series. After that, we'll then have another changeover and sighting time period, which will be for 9 minutes. And that's in preparation for 2 series of 5 shots in the standing position. And after series 2 in standing, the first eliminations will take place. And you probably noticed I said eliminations, not 1 but 2. The athlete in 8th and the athlete in 7th will be eliminated from the competition at that stage. Then we stay in the standing position, but we switch to single shots, fired in a time of 50 seconds. And after every single shot, another elimination takes place. So we really ramp up the pace of this final at that stage. Shot 44 will decide the bronze medal, and shot 45 will decide the silver and gold medals, unless, of course, we have a tie-break situation, in which case we would have a shoot-off involving the athletes involved in that tie-break situation until the tie has been broken.
Have a look at the board.
So a lot of preparations now for our finalists, getting ready for the prone position.
8.9 points.
If you're just joining us, this is the R8 Women's 50-meter Rifle 3 positions SH1 event. It's day 4 of finals at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023. I'm your commentator. My name's Jamie. The other voice you can hear in the background is our announcer here in Lima, Philip Bernard, in the finals hall. Beautiful finals hall. The organising committee have done a fantastic job getting it ready for this World Championship. Everything's been great here at the finals hall and the range in general. As I said, this is day 4 of finals. So far it's exclusively been rifle and pistol, but tomorrow shotgun will begin. We have our trap finals tomorrow. 3 of them, I think. Earlier today we had 2 finals, one of which was the men's event for this discipline, the R7 men's 50-meter rifle 3 positions SH1 event. The bronze medal went to Park Jin-ho of Republic of Korea. Good day for Korea. The silver medal went to Lee Jang-ho, also of Republic of Korea. And the gold medal went to the world #1, Radoslav Malinowski of Slovakia. So that was the R7 men's 50-meter rifle 3 positions SH1 event that took place a little bit before we got going here with the R8 women's event.
lead.
We won't be done after this final.
Will start.
One more to come after this still on day 4 of finals.
7 minutes is a change over. We are
At
in
5:15 local time here in Peru, we will have the P2 final.
after this change over.
There's Anna Benson on your screen, world number 3 in this event. Took World Cup gold in Changwon this year, and she is the world champion from the Sydney World Championships back in 2019. There's Lee Yeon-ri, appeared in the R2 final here the other day, and was part of the silver medal winning team from Korea in the R10 event. 3rd final appearance at this World Championship for Lee Yeon-ri. Rio Paralympic gold, bronze from 2016, World Championship silver from Sydney 2019. And Lee was the 2008 Paralympic champion in the R8 event. That was Natasha Hiltrop we just saw. Also been a busy bee at this World Championship. R2 final, plus R3 silver, Tokyo 2020 silver as well. That's Zhang Qiubing on your screen right now, world number 6 in the R8. Appeared in the R2 final, took R10 gold, part of the gold medal winning team from China. London 2012 Paralympic Games gold, and the same again in Tokyo. World Cup bronze in this event from Changwon this year as well. And there's Veronika Vadovichkova, one of the greats of the sport, world number 5 in this event. She did appear in the R2 final and the team R10 final. Slovakia finished in 4th place there, looking for her first medal of this World Championship. Did take bronze in this event at the Al-Ain World Championships last year.
So they need not so much time in prone shooting. Both arms are on the table.
That's Irina Shetnik now. Took R2 silver here in Lima the other day and appeared in the R3 final. So she's also making her 3rd final appearance at this World Championship. Silver in this event at the Al-Ain World Championships last year. And this year also took silver in a World Cup in this event, Changwon. I mentioned earlier as well that she has won gold in this event in this finals hall here in Lima at the World Cup back in 2021. So about 10 seconds to go until we have our first series of 5 shots in the prone position.
Stop.
There's a reminder of the standings. Defending world champion Emilia Babska of Poland is the athlete to catch at the moment. 0.6 behind is Benson of Sweden. Shetnik and Vadovichkova in the danger zones of 7th and 8th place, but just 0.2 the difference between 7th and 6th. So a lot could change. 3 series coming up now in the prone position.
Start.
This is the first of the 3. We are up and running. 10.5 from Zhang. Same for Zhang. Also had a 10.4 from Hiltrop. 10.2 from Shetnik. Benson with a 10.3. The leader, Babska, opening her series with a 10.1. Zhang's second shot was a 10.7. And we have had a 10.9. Zhang's second shot was a 10.7. Zhang's third shot a 10.9. Perfect 10.9. A grand total of 182.1. 2 shots to go for Zhang still in this first series in the kneeling position. Shetnik with 1 shot remaining in this series. Her last shot was a 9.4. Hiltrop with a 10.4, 1 shot to go for the German. Lee with a 10.6, also 1 shot to go. Benson has 2 shots remaining in this series. Her third shot was a 10.4. And Zhang and Zhang have both completed their series. Zhang signing out with a 10.1, Zhang with a 10.7. We have just had a 10.9 from Anna Benson of Sweden. Hiltrop has also completed her series, as has Shetnik. Final score for Shetnik was a 10.5, her final shot. Total of 198.9 for the Ukrainian. Just Anna Benson to go. And I think that was her shot. Yep, a 10.
And a big applause for
207.1 for Anna Benson.
Big applause.
The leader, Emilia Babska of Poland. She was leading the way after the kneeling position, and she is still leading after the first series in the prone position. 1.1 ahead of Anna Benson. It's still Vadovichkova in 8th place, 0.5 behind Shetnik.
Big applause. Come on, audience.
And Lee.
For the
Table went a bit quickly for me there, but I think Lee and, let me take a look. Yeah, Lee and Shetnik both on 198.9. Vadovichkova breathing down there next there. Shetnik and Lee tied in 6th. Zhang in 5th. Couple of 10.4s to get us started. One from Lee, one from Benson. 10.5 from Zhang. Zhang's second shot. 10.6 from Li Yunri. This is series 2 in the prone position. Zhang's third shot was a 10.6. Hiltrop's third was a 10.5. We've just had a 10.7 from Zhang, shot 3 for her. And look at that, 10.8 from Babska. Taking her total up to 239.4 with 2 shots remaining in this series. Zhang has completed the series. 10.4, the final shot for the Chinese. 255.1, the grand total. Shetnik with a 10.8. She's fired all 5 shots in series 2. She's on a total of 250.2. Shetnik 0.2 ahead of Vadovichkova. Lee has managed to move ahead of not just Shetnik, but also ahead of Zhang as well. So after 2 series in the prone position, this is how things look. Babska leading the way, 1.7 ahead of Benson, and you can see there Vadovichkova 0.2 behind Shetnik, who's 0.3 behind Zhang. Lee has jumped up into 5th place, 1.6 behind Hiltrop in 4th, who's 2.6 behind Zhang in 3rd. 3.1 the difference between 2nd and 3rd. As I mentioned, Benson in 2nd still. Babska still leading the way. The world number 2 in this event and defending world champion.
Start.
This is the 3rd and final series even, in the prone position. With a 10.8 from Vadovichkova, a 10.7 from Hiltrop. For some reason I seem to think this was Netflix for a moment. Series, not season. Hiltrop follows a 10.7 with a 10.4. Solid start to the series for the German. 10.6 from Babska, who's had 2 shots out of 5 so far in this series. The final series in the prone. Babska with a 10.8, shot free. Total of 291.8. Which will help her maintain her lead at the top. Zhang with 1 shot remaining. Last shot was a 10.6. Zhang also has 1 shot remaining. Last shot was a 10.5. Final shot was a 10.6. Total of 301.5. Shetnik has completed her final series in the prone. A total of 301.5. Babska signing out the series with a 10. I think that will be definitely enough to keep her lead. We're just waiting on Benson now in second place with a 9.8, taking her total to 308.8. Zhang with a 10.7 final shot there. So Babska keeps her lead, 312.3. She's been leading the way for quite some time in this final. Babska of Poland, defending world champion in this event. It's still Benson in second place, 3.5 behind. Meanwhile, Zhang is 2.7 behind in third place. Hiltrop in fourth, 1.5 behind the Chinese. Shetnik is 3.1 behind in fifth. Lee and Vadovichkova in the danger zone, but Vadovichkova in seventh, just 0.5 behind Zhang in fifth. And Zhang is actually tied in fifth place. So it's looking tight out there. A reminder that our athletes are now in their second and final changeover and sighting time period. This one is 9 minutes in total. The clock is already ticking on that. They're preparing for the standing position. 2 series of 5 shots. After series 2 in the standing, we will eliminate 2 athletes. So the athletes in 8th and 7th will be eliminated from the competition. And then those eliminations keep on coming, my friends, because we have single shots fired in a time of 50 seconds. And after every single shot, another elimination will take place, unless we have a tie-break situation, of course, in which case we'll have a shoot-off to settle that tie. Shot 44 will decide the bronze medal. Shot 45 will decide the silver and gold medals. That's what we're all building up to. That's what all roads lead to, the gold medal. Will we have a new world champion? Will we be recrowning Emilia Babska of Poland as a world champion once again, after taking gold in Alain last year? If you have only just made it onto the broadcast, you're very welcome. If you're wondering about quota places for the Paralympic Games, Paris 2024, 1 quota place has been awarded from this event, and it has gone out of final in qualifying to Sayanla Chutima of Thailand. So Sayanla Chutima securing a quota place for her NPC for Thailand. Congratulations. So it's all about the medals now, it's all about that world title now, and also a raffle or a lottery that's taking place right now in the finals hall here at the Las Palmas shooting range. Philip Bernard, the voice, our announcer. He's currently doing his thing, and his thing is entertaining the crowd. Or you could say bribing them to be happy and make noise, because he has prizes. He has prizes, let me tell you. Don't get too excited. Don't, like, jump on the next plane to Lima or anything. It's like a mug and a plastic pen, I think. But he looks happy, doesn't he? That's Philip there with the microphone, and his 2 assistants helping him conduct the raffle. But, of course, the real competition is taking place behind him, with the athletes preparing for the first series of 5 shots, first of 2 series of 5 shots in the standing position here in Lima. This is day 4 of finals at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023.
I didn't saw it already also.
If you were here for the men's R7 final, you would have heard some of my very interesting facts about Lima. I have them with me again here, and I will read them again. It is an incredible city. I'm still getting to know it myself. First time here. Obviously, it's a very busy competition. You know, we've got like 260 athletes here from 54 countries, a lot of medals, a lot of quota places, a lot of competitions going on, but taking each possible moment to try and see the city. And it seems to be a great place. Looking forward to getting to know it more over the coming days. It is the capital of the country, the political, economical and spiritual heart of Peru, with a population of around 8.9 million people, which is almost a third of the country's population. It's the second most populated city in South America, and in terms of size, it's the fifth largest in South America. They call it the City of the Kings, and it's actually a desert city, squashed between the Pacific Ocean and Andes Mountains, built over a desert. And rumor has it, or the internet has it anyway, but it is the second biggest desert city in the world after Cairo. Very famous for its food. And I can tell you, the food is good. I'm enjoying the food, maybe a little bit too much. It is regarded as the gastronomical capital of the Americas. Ceviche being one of the headline acts, I would say. This is the 9th edition of the WSPS World Championships, and it's a pleasure to be here for it. And Lima is definitely living up to being a fantastic host for it as well. So we've got just over 3 minutes now before our first series of 5 shots in the standing position. The R8 women's 50-meter rifle free positions SH1 event, our third final of the day. And we won't be done after this. We've got one more to come. It's the P2 final. And of course, as always, we'll be broadcasting it live. So don't go anywhere, because by the time this final finishes, there won't be long until the P2 final gets underway. So that's 5:15 local time in Peru, Lima. And then tomorrow, we've got the SH2 mix final in the morning, 11 a.m. local time. And then we move on to trap. So we'll have the P2-1 final at 1:30 in the afternoon, followed by the PT2 final at 2:45 in the afternoon. And the day will conclude with the PT3 final at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So far we have only had rifle and pistol events, so tomorrow we'll be outside. After the morning final, we'll be spending the afternoon outside for trap. It's generally been pretty cloudy here in Lima, which I'm told is typical for the time of year, at least. The sun did come out for our last final and really warmed up the finals hall as well, but it has clouded over again outside. There's Emilia Babska, the leader. She really is the one to catch in this final. On paper, she was before the final even began. She is the defending world champion in this event. Took gold at the Alain World Championships last year. Also ranked number 2 in the world in this event. Zhang of China, looking to add her second medal from this World Championship. Took R2 gold here the other day, which was her first medal at a World Championship. So now she wants her first, what will actually be her first international R8 medal, certainly at WSPS events. We're nearly there now, 40 seconds and less until we have our first series of 5 shots in the standing.
30 seconds.
We've just had the 30-second warning from our CRO, our Chief Range Officer, Mr. Christian Belli of France. The man in charge, the man in command. And this is really where the breathing space kind of disappears for the athletes. Because after this first series, it's then all about eliminations. The second series will eliminate 7th and 8th place. You can afford maybe to have a slow start to this event, but now you've really got to be getting those scores in and getting those scores in high. Babska as high as what one can be right now in top spot.
For the next competition series, load. Start.
And we are off. First series in the standing position. 8.9 from Vadovichkova of Slovakia. We've had a 10.1 from the leader, Emilia Babska. 10.4 from Lee Yunri, and look at that, It's a 10.9 from Anna Benson of Sweden. Fine start to the standing position for her. Shetnik's first shot was a 10.4. According to the live table, she's currently in 5th place. Benson follows the 10.9 with a 10. She's doing her best to catch Babska, the leader. They've both had 2 shots in this series, and there is a difference of 1.2 between them at the moment. That's just changed because Babska's fired her 3rd shot, which was a 10.2. Benson has a shot in hand. .5 for Zhang. That's Zhang's third shot of the series. Benson with a 10.6. Babska's last score was a 9.5. Hiltrop with a 10.5. 1 shot to go for Hiltrop. Vadovichkova has concluded her first series. It's complete. 10.2 was her final score there, with the 5th shot. Babska with a 9.1. Babska's series is over. Benson has 1 more shot and is 9.4 behind. Zhang, Vadovichkova and Shetnik have finished their series. Shetnik with a 10.1, her final individual shot score there. Hiltrop with a 10. So it's just Lee and Benson now. Lee has finished with a 10 as well. Total of 348.9. 9.9 for Benson, which will be enough. Will be enough to put Benson in the lead. Anna Benson with a total of 360.2. So that does mean for the first time in what feels like a long time, Emilia Babska is not leading this final. Anna Benson is 0.5 ahead. Babska in 2nd. Look at that, Vadovichkova and Lee tied in 7th, 1 behind Zhang in 6th, who's 1.5 behind Shetnik in 5th, Hiltrop in 4th, Zhang in 3rd. And this is very interesting, having the 2 athletes there tied in 7th, plus being pretty close to Zhang, because after this next series of 5 shots, unless a shoot-off is required, The athletes in 8th and 7th will be eliminated from the competition. So this is really now where we enter the business end of the final.
Start.
.3 for Vadovichkova. It's the first score in. 10 for Lee Yonri. 9.6 from Babska. And a 9.5 from Zhang. 10.4 from Shetnik. And look at that, 10.9 from Babska. She is the leader, and if she keeps shooting like that, she will remain the leader. 1.3 more than Babska there, based on their first hits in this series. 10.9 to 9.6. Hiltrops have one shot so far. It was a 10.6, followed by a 10.2 for the German. Seems to be going quite nicely. Zhang with an 8.7. We also had an 8.7 for Lee. Vadovichkova, shot free, 10.7, in a battle to remain in the competition. Oh, 8.8 for Vadovichkova. That could prove to be costly for the Slovakian. Babska, 8.9, her third shot in the series. And Vadovichkova has finished her series. 9.6 was the 5th and final individual shot score. Total of 394.7. Benson still has 2 shots remaining, as do everybody else, in fact. Still in the final. Not Lee anymore. Firing a 9.8 there. 10.5 from Natasha Hiltrop of Germany, who's on 396 now. Keeping an eye on Zhang, who's just fired a 10.1. Lee's currently in 7th place. Zhang's 10.1 was enough to move her up to 6th. Got a shot remaining, as has Lee, who's now in the danger zone of 7th. Vadovichkova in 8th place. But still some shots to come in. Just had a 10.5 from Benson and 9.9 from Hiltrop. She'll be okay. 9.2 from Zhang. Zhang with a 10. Zhang's on 397.9. Lee on 397, having finished the series with a 9.2. So it will be Lee and Vadovichkova to lead the competition first. Lee in 7th place on a total of 397, and Vadovichkova in 8th on 394.1. 10.5 from Anna Benson there. So as you can hear from our announcer, Philip Bernard. The applause is for Veronika Vadovichkova, appearing in her 3rd final here at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023. Taking 8th place this time in the R8 event. And 7th place, the applause you're hearing now is for Lee Yonri of Republic of Korea, also appearing in her 3rd final at this World Championship, finishing on a total of 397, appeared in the R2 final and picked up an R10 silver medal.
Babska behind, but a big advantage, a big gap between them both.
Right then. Anna Benson is still leading the way. 3.9 ahead of Emilia Babska now. Hiltrop 1.9 behind in 3rd place. The danger zone is 6th. Zhang is there. 4.4 behind Irina Shetnik in 5th, who's just 0.5 behind Zhang in 4th. Remember, we're in single shots now. Fired in a time of 50 seconds. And after each single shot, another elimination will take place. 45 shots in total. So shot 45 will decide the gold medal.
Start.
And we're off. So Zhang does have quite a bit of work to do.
Stop.
Zhang even, and it's a 10 for Zhang, which will not be enough. Finishing on a total of 4:07.9. It is Zhang Yixin of the People's Republic of China. Has had a fantastic World Championship, taking R2 gold here. First medal at a World Championship, appearing in a second final here in Lima. And we've got a really interesting situation going on for the next elimination. Take a look at this. We'll just let the table update, and you will see that we have nothing between Shetnik and Zhang, tied in 4th. So if after another shot it was still like this, we would have a shoot-off situation on our hands. Zhang and Shetnik, nothing between them, but they are 4 behind Hiltrop, ranked in 3rd place. Benson still the leader. Babska remains in 2nd. .6 from Hiltrop. Oh, we've had a 10.9 from Anna Benson. She's done that before in this final a few times. 10.4 from Shetnik, and it's a 9.6 from Zhang, which means that Zhang Quping is the next athlete to be eliminated in this final for world number 6. Taking 5th place on a total of 4.22. 3rd final appearance at this World Championship. R10 gold. She also appeared in the R2 final and 5th place here in the R8 final. And the eliminations, they keep on coming now. They keep on coming. 4 athletes remaining. 1 shot to decide 4th place now, and then it's all about those medals. It was Shetnik versus Zhang essentially there. And now Shetnik has some work to do. 3.2 behind Hiltrop in 3rd place. Benson's lead has increased at the top after that 10.9. She's looking really good, the Swede. Babska remaining in 2nd place. Here we go. This shot could decide who takes 4th place. Currently, Irina Shetnik is there. .3 from Hiltrop, which will be enough for the German. We've had a 10.4 from Babska, 10.6 from Benson.
Stop.
9.3 was always going to be enough for Hiltrop to remain in the competition. 10.1 from Shetnik, not enough. It was out of her hands, really. She does take 4th place, the young Ukrainian, on a total of 4.32.9. That's her 3rd final at this World Championship here in Lima. She's the world number 1 in this event. Picked up R2 silver here in Lima and appeared in the R3 final. Now taking 4th in the R8. So we have 3 athletes remaining. We have potentially 2 shots remaining, 3 medals to decide. Currently in the bronze medal position, it is Natasha Hiltrop of Germany. She's 1.4 behind Emilia Babska, who's 5.7 behind Anna Benson in top spot.
For the next competition, shot low. Start.
So this is shot 44 now for the bronze medal. Can Hiltrop overturn the difference between herself and Babska? It's in Babska's hands. 9.8 from Hiltrop. 10.4 from Babska, that'll do it for her. And a 9.4 from Benson. So the bronze medal has been confirmed. And it is Natascha Hiltrop of Germany. Takes the applause from the crowd here in Lima, finishing on a total of 445.1. Her second medal at this World Championship here in Lima 2023. She appeared in the R2 final, took R3 silver, and now has R8 bronze to her name as well. In the end, the difference was too much between Hiltrop and Babska. And could the difference be too much now between Babska and Benson? It's 4.7 with 1 shot remaining now for the gold medal. That's the world number 3 against the world number 2. Babska, the defending world champion. Benson, the 2019 world champion. 10 from Babska, 8.7 from Benson, but it will still be enough. The difference came down to 3.4 in the end. But Anna Benson takes the gold medal. She is the new world champion. Anna Benson of Sweden with a score of 460.5.
What a grandiose shoot, 460.5 points. This really great.
And the silver medal goes to Emilia Babska, following her gold from the World Championships in Alain last year. She takes silver this time in the R8 event. And Anna Benson has recorded her second world title. She took gold at the Sydney World Championships in 2019. And she's done it again now in Lima 2023.
Gives them the big applause they have.
Natascha Hiltrop of Germany, the bronze medal. As I mentioned, that's her second medal of this World Championship after picking up R3 silver. There she is.
The silver medal with
Emilia Babska
points to Poland. Emilia
with the silver medal. She led this final for a long time. Quite early on.
Of Lima 2023 World Championships from Sweden with a total score of 460.5 points. Anna Benson!
And there she is, the new world champion representing Sweden, Anna Benson. So that brings the R8 women's 50-meter rifle free positions SH1 event to an end here at the WSPS World Championship Lima 2023. What a final. What a day. And it's not over yet. We have one more final to come at 5:15 p.m. local time here in Lima, Peru. We'll be starting the broadcast a few minutes before then. So we hope to see you back here for the P2 final at 5:15 p.m. local time. But for now, that's all from the Las Palmas shooting range here in lovely Lima, Peru. Thank you for joining us.